Airways' cumulative losses of the past 6 years now stands at more than 89.3 billion shillings, threatening to bring the pride of Africa on its knees. The airline attributed the 112% widening of loss to increased operating costs in the wake of its expansion and also a rigid CBA that gives pilots a lot of leeway, leading to flight cancellations. Kenya Airways says the collective bargaining agreement has hindered them recruiting direct entry pilots since 2018, leading to a serious shortage of pilots. The CBA, they also say, empowers pilots to call in sick wherever they want with no proof of any illness. Our chat with the pilots, however, portrays a different picture, with the pilots dismissing the allegations, terming them as baseless. This is in the view of the fact that the CBA was signed by both parties and has been in existence even when the airline was making profits.
Our CBA does not restrict the number of pilots who are even hired. Our CBA, in fact, allows as many pilots as you want to hire. The issue is not about the CBA. The issue is, does the management have the capacity to train even these pilots? Because you find that the issue here is they are unable to hire enough pilots at the rate at which they require for their schedules.
They say the management is squarely responsible for the mess currently being experienced at Kenya Airways.
Kenya Airways, what we have seen is an endemic mismanagement which has been going on for a long time. And people don't seem to look at the real issues or have a root cause analysis of what is causing these losses in Kenya Airways. So as KALPA, we feel that the losses that we see in Kenya Airways is due to poor management, serious economic malpractices which have been going on there. And these have been backed up by various, we had the Deloitte report which had come out and it had mentioned a few people. And also, of course, we do also have the Senate report which was out, which basically again blames squarely, mainly on mismanagement.
According to KALPA chairman, Capt. Njoroge Murimi, it bothers them to see passengers missing their flights due to cancellations, which cost the company about 118 million a month, as tainting the airline's image in the process.
It pains me that we have to subject our passengers to the pain of cancellation. People make plans, and when their plans are broken, this is a broken promise, and that ultimately affects the branding. It pains me that there is irresponsibility in management of planning for flights which you cannot be able to crew, and then eventually you have to try to blame it on anybody. And here you are, injuring the image of the airline.
In a bid to bridge the pilot's deficit, the chairman reiterates the need to recruit more of them, with the airline currently operating with 435 pilots, with the flight frequencies requiring a minimum of 497 pilots.
What has been a big problem is perhaps mostly the capacity of Kenya Airways to recruit. They require so many pilots in such a period of time, but the facilities that Kenya Airways has cannot be able to absorb as many pilots as they would desire in the period that they have. And neither do they have the right kind of instructors to do that job. So the CBA is not the problem.
Apart from apportioning blame to the pilots, the management has cited several other factors that come into play, leading to the losses, among them cabin crew strikes, foreign exchange rates, fuel prices, post-election violence, and the Ebola outbreak. The pilots have, however, disputed this, saying that the DCI needs to step in and conduct a thorough investigation on financial mismanagement.
Recruitment, and sound management. And I think until the proper investigations are done. The other day I saw DCI. He was probing something Kenya Airways. I invite him, please, to come to Kenya Airways because I feel there's something here that is not adding up. You know, the good thing about math, you cannot lie. Numbers don't lie. Something is not adding up. So, Mr. Kenoti, if you can hear me, please come to Kenya Airways. Go back to the books, delve in there as far back as you can, and let's unearth where the problem is.
The nationalization of Kenya Airways seems to be a path even the pilots may want to venture, with the hope that the situation could be salvaged and sustained once and for all. Limo, Switch TV.